what's going on, guys? Cody here, and I'm back for the mod showcase today, guys. And today I'm showcasing the Ultimate Dungeons mod, or the Better Dungeons mod. Now, what this mod brings in is a full range of different dungeons. So we get some crazy dungeons like this. They obviously don't spawn like this. I just went to a super flat world, so I can just lay them all out because you can actually spawn them in yourself in creative. But we got some awesome classes for the mobs that do actually spawn. So all the new mobs, I think there's around like 10 different mobs and then like 6 different bosses. They all have different classes they can get. So I'm going to go over all the classes first. Then I'll take a look at the new mobs. And I'll go over the dungeons and the bosses and then the new weapons. So we got a lot of stuff to show, guys. But let's get started. And I do want to say, let's try to hit 3,000 likes. And we'll add this to the medieval mod pack. So let us know if you guys want that. And also give us suggestions for more mods to add. Because it comes out the 11th. And we're still trying to tweak it, guys. But let's try to get started, guys. And let's take a look. So the classes we have. We have a regular... Did I write that? Well, anyways, we got a regular warrior. Pretty much, if he has different armor on, he doesn't have any armor on, the stronger he'll get, and that'll depend on his HP. Now, you can see he has some buffs on him. I'll show you why in a minute for the Bannerman class. But let's get out of creative, and let's try not to die from the other guys. Alright, let's take them on. So they do a beast load of damage. Oh my god. Jeez. I did not expect that. But yeah, they do a ton of damage, and they're the main backbone of the army. Now, I did pick the Trident guys, the Trident race, just because they're the derpiest of them all. Just look at that. They just got stuff fondling. You just want to fondle that or something. I don't know. It's weird. But then we have the Trident healer. So the healers, they'll just go around healing their, it says mates. So I guess this guy is British or Australian, whatever. Whoever says mates. I think Joe says mates. I don't know. I should know this. I've known him for a year now. Okay, so let's move on to the Bannerman. And pretty much the Bannerman, he will rally his troops and give them different perks. So as you can see, he has swiftness, he has strength, and he has resistance. He will actually get them all grouped up together, and they'll follow him into battle. And yeah, he doesn't do damage. I'm not too sure. We can test it now. Alright, so he does do some, not as much as others, seeing as he just has a banner. Now, each different race will have their own banner, and each race can have all these different classes, not just the Tridents. But let's go into the Defender. So the Defender, he actually has a shield, and if he right-clicks, he can actually block, and he didn't really block much of that. It owned him. He can block some damage, and now we have a Pretend Archer, because there's not a spawn egg for every different class, so I just had to keep going through until I got it. Let's pretend this guy's an archer. An archer, he just has a bow pretty much and can do distance from far. Take him down. See, he's blocking. You heard that sound? That's what it'd be like if he's blocking. And then we have a grenadier, I guess? Grenadier. I'm so bad at pronouncing stuff. But right here, he has a sword and he has a grenade. Well, kind of like a potion. But yeah, he'll throw that at you and do some damage. And try to kill you with that. And then we have a pretend ninja. I could not find one. Ninjas, they equip a dagger and they'll deal extra damage from behind. So, say they snuck up behind you, they would do some beast damage. And it's kind of like the Mind Fantasy mod, where everything, you can do that to anything if you have a sword. You sneak up behind people, and yeah, you can do some more damage. So we have a Spearman here. He can do damage from afar, and he's got some good knockback. Let's take him out. Get away. Stop going over there. Sometimes when I release them, open the gates, they would just fly and flock over there. It was pretty crazy. Now we have a Berserker. So Berserker, he has a huge sword, kind of like I have a big sword, but I think his is iron. But he'll do some crazy damage. They're the main fighting force, or the main damage dealers for that class, for all the mobs. So if you find one of those, stay away, and especially if they got a healer. So, what is this? Is this a pretend one? Oh, this is the pretend Hookman. So Hookman, they'll have a sword in their hand, and then they'll have a grappling hook. And say you're off in the distance, they can actually grapple to you and start coming closer. So let's go over all the races now. Right here we have a dwarf. So a dwarf, he's small, bit derpy, but he's pretty strong because he's got a shield. So yeah, all the mobs, they can actually get the shield. They can be a defender. You can see with damage indicators that it tells you what class they are. So we got a healer, a Spectre healer. So these guys are Oh god, the pirates hit them too. They're just like make-offs of you, I think. Or they could be an entirely different race. I just haven't met them in combat yet. But right here we have a pirate. So pirates, you usually find them on ships. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. But you can find those on ships. And there's a boss ship that you can find a lot of them on. Right here we have a Walker Defender. So there's a Walker King. And if you find his dungeon, you actually find all his warriors right here. Next thing we have is Goblin Defenders. So I forget where we find these. Maybe in the ones that spawn in mountains or the castles. Maybe one of those. These guys, I think, spawn in jungles. He's called a monkey, but on damage indicators, he's a beast. So he is a warrior for the Mon King. The Mon King I cannot wait to show. Right here we have an ogre. He's a healer, and they'll heal his enemies, or heal his allies. But he's got a derpy model. I mean, not as derpy as this. I just don't even know what to say. I've never seen this guy. I just saw him. He had a spawn egg, and I'm like, I gotta show him. He's a golem. Just look at his nose. I don't know. Does he defend the Squidwards? Oh my god. I don't know what to say. And right here we have a gremlin. Did I call the goblin a gremlin? I'm not too sure. But gremlins, they are like really weird. They're like Smeagol. Next we have a minotaur. They have a boss, I'm pretty sure. It is the it's like a blue cow or something. It's really cool. But he's got an awesome model. I like the horns. It's looking pretty sweet. But honestly, the best model and like the best mob that you'll find is easily the Trident. I think he defends the there is like a turtle boss. It's really cool. But yeah, he's just got that stuff on his face. Don't know what to say about that. But yeah, guys, 2 seconds, and I'll start going over all the dungeons and start showing you pretty much all of them. Alright, guys, so the first thing I'm going to show you is this monstrosity that was in front of me. It is a volcano. Now, it will spawn very infrequently, so these things are very rare, but they have wicked good rewards. I mean, you can see there's tons of iron, there's everything, there's diamond above ground. This is like crazy. But if you get to the top, there's no entrance, so you have to get to the top. You can actually explore this place, and there's different floors. Each floor will have different mob spawner. So if you get out of creative, the mobs will start actually spawning. Some of the spawners actually do already spawn. I think that's a dwarf one. So you'll find some dwarfs because they're mining in this place. They're trying to get all these resources. But if you head down all the way and make your way to the bottom, there will actually be another entrance. So let's get night vision potion. This entrance leads to more of the dungeon. The dungeon doesn't end. You go through here. It's like a freaking stronghold. It's crazy. There is so much to do in here. I mean, I think there's like a special ore in this spot. Somewhere in there, there's like, yeah, there's a lapis. I mean, there's just hidden stuff everywhere. There's traps. You just gotta watch out because this place is like infinite. It's really cool. Ooh, what's this? I don't know what I'm breaking. But yeah, guys, give me 2 seconds and I'll start showing off all the castles. Actually, before I forget, if you find your way to like the labyrinth, the end of the dungeon, there is this epic boss. He is like the mutant iron golem. This thing is like beast. Look at him. He's massive. So you make your way here. There'll be spawners, and he will just spawn, and it's time to like go off. Look at that attack. He's got like lightning and everything everywhere. He's got a little dwarf minion right here. So apparently the dwarves, they fight for the mutant iron golem. This is epic. Oh my god, you are massive, man. But you gotta fight him and try to take him down. Now he's got pretty good defense, so good luck with that. And I couldn't find the spawning for him, so I was really confused. But I'm glad I found him. I almost forgot. But yeah, guys, give me 2 seconds, and I'll go show the castles now. Alright, guys, so the next thing we have is the regular castles you'll find in plains biomes. Now, it's obviously not going to spawn like this. I kind of messed up. I think I like right-clicked on a sheep or something when I did spawn the castle. But you make your way into here, and it's time to fight. Now, I forget what spawns here. I think just knights and skeleton archers, all that stuff. So he was an archer. We found an archer finally. But yeah, the skeletons, they actually can have swords as well in this mod. So he made his own skeletons. He made his own endermen and zombies, I think. So they have different AI, and they'll be stronger than ever. And they'll be trying to take you down. Now, there's a bunch of different traps here. Let's see what spawns here. I think just a skeleton. Yeah. So you just gotta fight your way through. and just start collecting the rewards. Now over here we'll find one that will be in the winter biomes, or a castle to be in the winter biomes. It's pretty much the same concept, besides this one looks amazing. This one spawns perfectly. Usually, I mean, I just spawned it in, kind of derped it in, and yeah, it just looks amazing. It's like a whole like mountain, a city built in with it, and it's your job to like raid it and take out all the mobs. So we got a walker. So this is where the Walker King will spawn, if I'm not mistaken. You'll fight your way through and try to find that boss. Now I'll go over all the bosses at the end, but I will try to show you guys each dungeon that they spawn in. Okay, so we made our way to, I forget what this is called. It's like the ice type of ice dungeon. Now if you look over there, we got that bull. So this bull, he will mess your day up. These things only spawn in winter biomes, and they only spawn, oh god, with the gremlins, or the goblins, whatever. They only spawn near water as well. But let's try to take this guy on a bit. We can ice bull, so he'll like ram you, and he'll actually place down ice as he moves around. So if he's coming towards me, jeez, he is nuts. But yeah, you'll be getting beat around if you're on the ice. If you're not on the ice, he can't do anything to you. So you're safe that way. Is his gremlins attacking him? I think he pissed off his gremlins, or goblins, sorry. But yeah, that's it for the ice biome one. You have to take on that boss, and you'll try to get all his stuff. Now each boss, they have a special reward they'll give. The bosses actually can vary in the classes. So I've seen a pirate boss actually become a ninja. He could teleport everywhere. He could do more damage from behind. And then there was also, I think, a berserker one. So yeah, they can become anything they want. You gotta really watch out. Things with the mutant iron golem though, I don't think they can do that. But the ones that are human-like, they probably can. So we just got some ships here that we'll find randomly in the ocean. I don't think you'll find them in rivers, just oceans. They are pretty cool. I mean, they vary in size and they vary in like how they're made. But that's pretty much it for those guys. And let's take a look at this one. So this one spawns underground. It's obviously not going to be shown like this. It'd be really derpy. But this is where the Spider King lies. Or Spider Queen, sorry. But yeah, we fight through. We got the goblins. They're protecting her. And you finally make your way down to the bottom. And you'll see this little structure. That thing, oh my, I get the heebie-jeebies right now. I get like, my hairs are standing up. Because I do not like spiders. Let's kill some of these creepers and at least try to take Spider Queen on. Oh, there goes some torches. Night vision. Okay, let's just try. Wait, it's a goblin. The goblin's on top of her. Oh my god. That's awesome. Now let's take out this creeper. Okay, let's try to take it on. Is she pissed at us? Oh shit. Okay, you can see the mob is trying to heal it. Now I don't know why she's not aggroed on me. Maybe because that guy's just freaking riding her. I don't know. But yeah, you can see this gets very intense because... Is that a huge zombies? Okay, that zombie wasn't that big. But some attacks she does do if you do get the aggro correctly. Holy shit, she's stuck up there. She'll have like a spiderweb attack. She'll shoot it at you, and if it lands, she'll pull towards you. And I think I just kind of derped her because I spawned her in. But yeah, if you find her in the wild, it probably will work better than that. But right here we have the Nether City. So this is found in the Nether. This thing's very cool. Actually, before I forget, that is only found in jungle biomes, underground. But yeah, the Nether City, you gotta fight your way through. I think, yeah, so there's a few pigmen that will be hostile towards you, but there is villagers, so it's worth it, and they have very good trades. And I think you find the necromancy boss here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's try to search for a bit. Nah, I guess I'm not gonna find him. I really want you guys to find all the tricks and stuff that have to do with all the dungeons, because it's very cool, and I don't want to spoil anything. And I think right here we have a stronghold. So this stronghold, you find it like this, out of the ground. You'll have this little, oasis type thing, and you'll have to make your way in it. So let's try to find like the entrance, I guess. All right, right here. So you'll find the top of the floor. Kind of looks like the Aether dungeons, how they had the top when you went in, that tower or whatever. Make your way down the tower, and we'll start finding some mobs. So I don't think every dungeon has a boss. I could be mistaken though, because I haven't seen every boss. So we get a spider right here. Let's see what mob spawn. What do we got? Skeleton. So it could be anything. It could be that Mutant Iron Golem again. I don't know if they spawn more than once in different dungeons. Now, you can actually find various like castles that spawn. So I showed you 2 different types of castles, one being in a snow biome and one being in a plains biome. Pretty much they could have a totally new face or like structure, so they won't even look like that. So there's different variations of those. Right here we have a regular dungeon that you'll find in the ground, not obviously not above ground. But yeah, you fight your way through. You got skeletons, you got chests. It's very cool, and the loot is amazing from this mod because all these stuff that you do end up getting from the bosses, it's just very like unique, and it has all these different abilities. So right here is one of my favorite dungeons in the entire mod. You break your way through, usually from the bottom. You'll fight your way through. I'll spawn these guys. There are pirates everywhere. You are like a stowaway in this ship pretty much, and you can come over here to this TNT, and if you really wanted to, you could blow the entire place up. Now I'm not going to do that right now. I just want to show you the entire dungeon. Go through here. You got the TNT cannons. You're making your way up, and you're trying to find the boss, the pirate boss. So I think he's right above us. I think this is his room. Yeah, so this is his room right here. You'll fight your way through. Usually you'll come out here. There's a lot of good chests right here. You go through this door. All these chests have different stuff. Arrows, iron, diamond. But right in here, this is where the good stuff is. If you can get through without aggroing the boss, I mean, you're doing very good because, you know, you won't actually have to fight him. But let's blow this place up because I just really want to. I was playing Electrician's Journey because this is in Electrician's Journey as well, or one of our mod packs. And Nathan would not let me blow it up when we were playing together. But let's... Oh, can I... There we go. It set off. Get away. Oh my god. That is awesome. I think that's like one of the coolest things to have this like TNT everywhere. And the TNT cannons, they're shooting off now. But that's pretty much it for the dungeons. Like I said, each dungeon has its own variation. It could change. It could be totally different, the layout. So it's pretty much endless. And anytime you explore one, it's going to be a different fight, a different battle. But 2 seconds, guys, and I'll actually get all the bosses out and start explaining them all. Alright guys, so I have all the bosses here. Now I'm going to go over pretty much the ones I did go over before as well. But I just want to show you pretty much their attacks and their hit points and stuff like that. So I'll spawn the Walker King. So this one, he doesn't look too intimidating. He's got like a Wither Skeleton helmet on. He's got an Ender Sword. He's got a shield. So try to piss him off a bit and see what he can do. He's very slow, it looks like. Oh, he can block. He can do all this stuff. I'm pretty sure he can teleport. Oh my, I'm not doing any damage. I gotta get behind him or something. So when they block, you pretty much can't do anything unless you get behind them. So this is gonna be epic for like multiplayer. Now let's spawn. Oh, what's he doing? Whoa, Jesus. Okay, that's like one of the unique abilities he has. He's got me like a death grip right here. I don't even know what's going on. I can't move. Let's get away from this psycho. And let's take a look at the pirate captain. Get away. Dude, I don't want what you're dishing out here. The pirate captain. Oh, we got a ninja one here. So you can tell by what sword they have. This guy, he actually can teleport, I think. Let's try to get out creative and show some of the abilities. I've seen ones that can teleport. I've seen ones that can teleport. They can go invisible, and sometimes they can make clones of themselves. And when you kill them, you do get that weapon that they, or like that that special ability, because you get that weapon, and that's what gives them the ability. I really want to see your attacks. Usually you don't see their main attacks till halfway through, because the boss fight does get harder usually. Let's take a look at this one right here. This one is so crazy. So I don't even know what it is. It says a prototype, exterminator prototype. Right click, and where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's like a dragon head pretty much. I mean, let's see what it can do if he attacks me at all. I've just spawned them in randomly. So they're like a wyvern. It says wyvern. So maybe this is like a work in progress thing because it only has 10 health. I really can't wait to see what he does for a dungeon for the with this, and it's gonna be crazy awesome. Let's take a look at the turtle now. I already showed off the ball pretty much. I won't go over that one again. So the turtle, he was spawned in a swamp dungeon. I really didn't show that one because it didn't look good when it was just like water everywhere. But this guy has some awesome attacks. He's probably the most unique out of any of the bosses. So you get him out of his shell, and he'll start spinning like crazy, and he'll be coming towards you. So I don't. Oh, he's going. Oh, what the hell? What the hell is this? He just put me in a bubble. That is so crazy. So there is different staffs you can get. I think. What is it? Yeah, he just made a break off of himself, the pirate guy. That's so epic. So one of the staffs, like I was saying, I was testing out. It can actually make a bubble, and it will pick someone up and like demobilize them pretty much. And apparently he drops that. That is so cool. The turtle is easily my favorite boss. And then we have the Mon King. Just stop it. Okay, you can break the bubble, I think. Anyways, the Mon King right here. This guy is a giant monkey. 1500 health. Yeah, he doesn't have that much defense. So you can really like do some good damage to him. But he'll start spinning his arms, doing some damage. And oh my god, you are so epic, man. Look at his tail. It's so cool. It's like moving around. That is amazing. I love the models on this and and all the unique abilities. But that's pretty much it for all the bosses, guys. I mean, I showed off the spider, I showed off the bull. But let's go take a look at all the new weapons and all the new armors. Okay, so let's take a look at the weapons, or actually the staffs first. And to actually make a staff, you need something called a magic essence. So throughout the dungeons, you'll find these different essences of different elements. So fire essence, wind essence, all these different ones. You'll need all 8 of them to actually make this thing. I don't know if he plans on making 9. It just seems odd that it's not there, because the crafting recipe is just one little blank spot. But anyways, you make that, you get a stick and a diamond, and you get yourself a staff. Then you can add different essences. So say you want life essence, you can make a healing staff with putting in a crafting bench with the staff. So whatever one you want, whatever element, you just put that corresponding one, the corresponding element dust or whatever you get with the staff. So I'm just going to go over a few of them. Let's take a look at the ice staff. I don't know what it really does. Okay, so it's like a potion. You right click where you want it to go, and it will do a splash potion of slowness. Then we have the wind staff. So this is what was happening to me before. You pick people up, you do damage, and you're doing like the force pretty much. That is so cool. Then we have the electric staff. You right click, and you shoot around. I don't know if you run into people it does damage. Apparently not. We have the fire staff, sprays fire everywhere. We have the dark staff. It'll do a ring of like damage, it looks like. I don't know why the heart's coming off. It's like I love being hit. And all the mobs, they have different like emotions. They'll all be like, what's going on, stuff like that. I don't know what they all mean, because like look at that, it looks like a freaking phone or like a coconut. I don't know. But we have this is the water staff. Yep, right click and the booble goes up and pop. That was so cool. Poison staff, you right click them, they start getting poisoned. The healing staff, you right click and you can heal people, or left click, sorry. That's it for all the staffs. Once you make those, oh my god, it's gonna be awesome. Then we have a longbow. It's just a better bow that you have to find in dungeons. And then you have all these different arrows that you can shoot and use against all the mobs. Now, life arrow just heals people. I'm not going to show them all. But that's pretty much the... what is that noise? What's going on? Calm down out there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you all the unique tools you can get. So we have a hook shot here. We have a bag, quiver, magic pickaxe. So I'm just going to grab all these right here. And these are different things you can make, different things you can find in dungeons. And I'm not going to show you how to get them all, but I want to show you what they can do. So we have cloud boots here. Put these guys on. You jump. You shoot up in the air. You get these cool particle effects everywhere. And then we have a cursed bone. You right click, and you can get people on the ground. You can get undead warriors pretty much, and they'll fight for you. I don't know if there's a limit or what. Let me get out of creative and see what... Okay, so it does go down pretty quickly, so there is a limit. But then we have the hook shots. So there's 3 different types, or 4 different types. Sorry, something's hitting me. Get away. Minions, help me. Okay, so the first one we have is a long shot. Shoot far away, and you try to hit something, unlike me. You fire at it, and it will pull you towards it once it hits. Then all you do is right-click to retract it. So right-click, and you'll fall back down. So this is going to be really good for like dungeons similar to the spider one. That'd be really cool. And then we have the hook shot. Pretty much the same thing, yet it doesn't go as far. Next thing we have is a magic pickaxe. So right click and anything you were looking at, like a 3x3, it will mine up and you can start going on your way. Does it mine bedrock? I don't think it does. No. So this is really cool, and if you like mining, this is going to be very useful. It mines everything out very quickly as well if you do the left click. Now we have the quiver. Pretty much you can put arrows in there and they'll still shoot. And then we have the bag. You just right click and you got some extra inventory spots. Now we have, oh actually I forgot to show the scouter. So pretty much like in Dragon Ball Z, it works like that. It'll tell you more info about things if you're looking at them. So if we hover over a trident, it'll give that little boss bar, but it'll tell you the HP. Usually people don't have damage indicators. If you don't, you're kind of a fool though. And it'll also tell you if they have different effects. But that's pretty much it for the scouter. It just gives you a little bit of an advantage over people. Take that bad boy off, and let's take a look at the different boss weapons you can get. So we have a Ninja Dagger here, we have a Mon King Big Sword, Ender Sword, and a Dwarven Spear. Now each boss, they have their own unique shield. Actually, everything has their own unique shield, sorry. So we have the Shadow Shield, which is from the Walker King, the Pirate Shield, Pirate Boss, etc. But yeah, all these different weapons you can find in the dungeons. This thing, you right click, and oh, I can't hit you for some reason. I gave him the weapon. It looks like I did. But if you hold back right click and you let go, you can actually fire a fireball attack at them. The Ender Sword, I'm not too sure what this one does. I saw him teleport with it, but I can't manage to get it working. The Mon King Big Sword, you can apparently just give things to people if you're looking at them. Hold back right click and it will deal like AoE damage. If you left click, it will do AoE damage as well. And then we have the Ninja Dagger. Oh, there we go. So you shift and right click, and you spawn a faker yourself. So if I think my skin turns into a Steve skin. I turn invisible, so they can't see me. So yeah, pretty much you can get these guys, and they'll just go and fake out your people, and you go behind them and do extra damage with the dagger. But that's pretty much it for the mod, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It was very long, and I had to explain it all like very quickly. But let's try to hit that 3,000 likes, guys, because I really do want to add this, and I do want your opinions on more mods we can add. So thanks for watching, guys, and peace.